Alright guys, so these are all the bolts that you guys are gonna need. Sorry if the audio or like the video quality isn't that good. I'm inside my garage and the water that you guys are hearing is my fish tank. Alright, so right in here, because it's gonna be a lot easier to because my fairings are in here, so I don't have to like go back and forth and grab them, and I just have them all in one place. Alright, so sorry my hands are a little crusty too, because it's cold, it's raining, and I've been outside. I washed my hands like so many times. Alright, so these are the bolts that you guys are gonna need. These two are the longest ones. These are the ones that bolt onto the gas tank, like the two in the front. Then this one's pretty big. It's the one that's gonna bolt onto like near the foot peg, like on the fairing. And I'll show you guys. Then these right here are the main ones that are gonna go all throughout the entire fairings. And you can mix and match bolts as long as they fit. And these two are the ones that screw on. These are what do you call these things? I don't know if you guys can see that. It's this type. Those are the ones that go inside of the fairings, and you can mix and match them as well. This one is, the silver one is a little shorter than the black one, as you guys can see. But the silver ones are the ones that go on the little turn signals. And the black one right there, those are the ones that like hold the fairings together on the inside, which you guys will see right now. And these are, okay, I forgot where the little ones go, but I'll show you guys right now in a bit. And that's my dog making a noise. All right, but the long ones, there's two of those, and I believe those two are the ones that connect like this little black box. I'll show you guys right now too once I get my frames. But yeah, those are mainly gonna be the bolts that you guys are gonna need. And I've got a lot mixed in here. I've taken my bike apart like 20-30 times already, so I pretty much know where all the bolts go. But before, like, if you're barely starting off, if this is maybe like your third or fifth time taking off the fairings, it's not gonna be the same. So if it's gonna be your first time, what I recommend is get like little Ziploc bags and just get a marker and just write the name. Like take one side of the fairings off, like I don't know, like left side fairings, and then get another Ziploc bag and name it the right side fairings. As you guys could do that, and then you guys could do one for the front. But right now I'm gonna focus on like the front side of the bike, which you guys will see like from the seat forward. So this is gonna be from the seat forward, and I'll do a video right now in a little bit where it's about the bolts on from the seat back. So these are gonna be from the seat forward, and I'll get the frames right now. That way you guys could see like where each of these bolts go. I'll try to make it like very detailed, but yeah, you guys will get it. So alright, so right now this little one, it's smaller than this one. The silver one is smaller than the black one, and these two, it doesn't matter. You guys will have a black one and a silver one that has a little washer thing in there. Doesn't matter where you guys like bolt them on. It's mix and match. You could use these for pretty much all throughout the bike. Then this one is the one that goes to the side of the lower fairings where the foot peg is kind of. And then these two are the tank, and I'll show you guys right now in a little bit. Alright guys, so this is currently how my bike looks like right now. And then you guys will see pretty much how I put it all back together. I made it easier for you guys. I came outside and I have all the bolts laid out right here. And I'll take each one, like one by one, and then install it on the fairings and put everything back together and show you guys exactly how it goes back together pretty much. And then after that, I'll move on to this side. But for right now, we're gonna focus on this part right here. All right, so first things first, you're gonna wanna take a damp rag, and then just now that you have your whole bike taken apart, now's a good time to get a damp rag and then just wipe all the dust off. Just quickly, just wipe everything off, make sure it's clean. So I'm gonna finish doing that, then I'll get back to you guys. All right, so if you have a tank cover, go ahead and clean the inside and then put it back on. So we're gonna put these two bolts, which is I think pretty much like the most obvious, is the longest bolts that you're gonna have when you remove like everything. So it's gonna be these two long bolts, and one of them fell. So just put them on there, screw them on, I mean, you don't have to put Loctite if you take off your, like, you take apart your bike a lot of times, because I never have and my bike's been perfectly fine. So it's up to you though if you want to put Loctite or not. So I'm gonna go ahead and screw those on, and then I'm gonna move on to another piece. All right, so now we're gonna move on to the main big side panel, and we're gonna install the light back onto there. So remember how I told you that, all right, so these are the screws, this type of screw, I forget what they're called, but remember how I told you that there was two? There was a small silver one and a larger, a longer black one. So the ones that go onto the light is gonna be the silver ones. You're gonna need 3 of those, you know, 1, 2, and 3, and then they're gonna go back here. You guys can see 1, 2, and 3. So we're gonna do that right now, and I'll show you guys once it's done. Okay, so now we're gonna be installing the other part that connects to the one that, the fairing that I just showed you, which is gonna be this one. Is gonna be the left side, I believe. So you guys could recognize that. All right, let me go ahead and flip it over. All right, so you see this bracket right there? That's gonna hold on to, I believe, where's it? This thing. It has 2 bolts, so that little bracket's gonna hold on to these. And these 2 bolts right here, it's gonna be these. This one. Remember how I told you that there was a small one and a big one? It's gonna be this one, the big one. And there's 2 of those. Alright, so what's gonna hold all these, this inside part, is this one. These are the little diamond, whatever you call these. It's gonna be the black one, which is the bigger one. You're gonna have that one. See how there's already one right here, one right there, and then there's like another one that goes right here and somewhere else. But yeah, I'm gonna get the other part, I'm gonna put it on here, and then I'll show you guys where they screw on. All right, so that other frame, the one that I was just showing you guys, it attaches to this side, right? So it's this top frame that you guys see right here, and that, I'm gonna turn it around right now. You guys will see the black long screws are gonna go on the inside, and I'll show you guys where they go right now. All right, so just so we're clear, this is the small silver one, and this is the larger black one. So this one is gonna go, all right, so I'm gonna do it like this. One of them goes right there, the other one goes right there, one right there, and one right there. And I think there's a little one right there too. But yeah, so there's a bracket that goes right here, and right here, but it broke off, so I can't use that. So yeah, just picture there's nothing there. So yeah, like I said, one right there, right there, here, and here. So I'm gonna go ahead and install those, and then I'll be back. All right, so now we're gonna be installing the front part of the bike where the headlights go. Then this part attaches to the inside. So right now I'm gonna flip this over, and I'm gonna show you guys where that goes on. But first I'm gonna show you where you're gonna need 2 bolts from this one to attach to this one. All right, so once you flip this over, if you guys remember these 2 bolts that I was talking about, this little one where I was like, oh, I don't know where it goes, but I found out. I just need to look at the piece. All right, whatever. Anyways, so this one, you guys could see, it has a number 7, and then this little one, a number 7 too, but they look like this, like that. So we're gonna need 2 of these small ones, and where those go is gonna be, I believe, in here and in here. So that's the front of the bike, and this is a piece. And it does come with these little, I don't know what they're called, rivets or something like that, I don't know. But there's one right here and there's one right here, but I don't have these 2. And also my aftermarket windscreen, it eliminates these, so I don't need those. But that was the, oh, what was it called? I don't know, I forgot where I got it from, the windscreen, but it doesn't have these. But I have two windscreens, the double bubble and then the regular stock windscreen that's aftermarket. And the double bubble does have these, but I mean, you don't need them, so it doesn't matter. All right, so those two bolts that I was talking about, the little one is gonna go one right here and the other one right here. But I'll show you guys one, like I'll put it on right now and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. All right, so before you tighten this like really tight, leave it loose just enough so you could like kind of have like wiggle room and this moves. Why is so that you can install the windscreen, because if you over tighten this, then you're not gonna be able to slide the windscreen on. So leave this pretty loose. Once it's like at this stage, then go ahead and install the windscreen back. Like I said, I don't have these little whatever these things go, so it doesn't matter. My windscreen still works fine, it doesn't wiggle or anything. So I'm gonna install that right now real quick and I'll be back. All right, so if you guys remember in the earlier videos, it's gonna be these two. They look like this. So you're gonna grab, it doesn't matter if it's the silver one or the black one, it's the same size, everything's the same length. So you're gonna get these bolts, and then you're just gonna put them on right here or right there, whichever your windscreen has. Like I said, if it has those little black rivet things, whatever they're called, mine has one right here, but I don't think it has one right here, so I'm only gonna put one right here and one over there. So I'm gonna do that right now. And remember, it's this one, so one right here and then one right there. So I made a mistake. It did end up having another one of these, I mean the little rivet things. So there's one right there and one right here. So as you guys can see, now it has two of them. As you guys can see, now it has two of them right there. And now we're gonna install it back on the bike. But you're gonna need, let me set this down real quick. Hold up. All right, so we're back to the screws. You're gonna need this one, this black one. It's gonna go right in there. You guys can see that right there? So this is gonna go in there, but first you have to, all right, so first you guys can see it has it right there. So you have to put this on first in there, and then you have to watch. I'll show you right now how to do it. So I'm gonna put this in here real quick and then I'll show you. All right, so I forgot to mention, so all right, so it looks like this, right? This one and that one, they go in here. They go one right here and one in there. So you would have to take the bolts off and then install them on the inside. So it would be like, all right, so just picture this being the bolt. So you would have to go on the inside and pretty much just have it like sticking out like that, and then it screws on to both this and this. But I mean, that takes forever and I never did that. So, and I never had any issues. So if you want to do that, you guys could go ahead and do that, but I'm not, because it just takes too long to get in here, and then it's just hard, and I don't want to go through that. So it doesn't matter. So it's all up to you. All right, damn, it's looking good. It looks tight. All right, so like I was saying, you need the, I know my hands are ashy. Disregard that. So like I said, you need the black long screw, and it's gonna go on the inside of here, like how I showed you guys before. Just try your best to screw it on. It's kind of tricky, and I'm not gonna be able to show you guys on the camera, but yeah, just this one goes on the inside, and I'm gonna do that right now. All right, so now that you're in this stage where you have that back on, it would be a good time to install your mirrors or your Rizoma, whatever those things are called. So install your mirrors or that, and mine, I have my winglets, so I'm gonna install that. So right now, after putting back the front piece, you'll put your mirrors back on. All right, so now we're on the right side of the bike. We're gonna put on the fairings. So like I said, my bolts, if you see this black box, There's two bolts that go right here and right here. You guys can't really see it because all the all the zip ties, but there's two bolts right here that went onto the side of the fairing. You remember how I told you earlier that there's two bolts that broke off? Well, I'll show you guys right now. But so you're gonna need is this one. So it looks like this. I know my hands are dry. It's cold. All right, so you need this one, and so that is gonna go, one of them is gonna go right here. But you see this bracket, it's gonna go right there. And the other one is gonna go down here. So this thing is gonna go right there. And you guys can see this long bracket, it's gonna go in here. And yeah, I'm gonna show you guys right now what this thing looks on. So I'm gonna fit it on and then I'll put the bolts back on. Forgot to mention, you're gonna put the turn signal and you're gonna attach it to this one. So it's gonna be this long one that is gonna be hanging down. You'll be able to tell what it is. So it's this long bolt, you see it? This one, I mean this long connection wire thing, whatever. And that's gonna go right in here. So first put this, attach it, and then you could go ahead and put the fairing back on the bike. Alright, so I ran out of black screws. So yeah, remember what I said earlier, that it doesn't matter if you use the black screws or the smaller silver ones, that you can mix and match. So this is the left side of the bike. It's pretty much the exact same thing as the right side. You just have to repeat the process, and I'll show you guys where each black bolt goes. So this is for the black bolt, the black screw. One goes here, one goes here, 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 and right there. Did I say that one already? Well, one goes right here. But I ran out of black screws, so everyone where I pointed were supposed to be black screws, but I ran out. So I'm gonna use the smaller silver ones, and I'm gonna put one right there and right here, because I ran out of the black bolts. So I'm gonna do that right now. And just so you guys can see, I don't have any more black bolts, so it's gonna be, I'm gonna use these. So I'm gonna put one, where is it, right here and right here, and I think that's it. Maybe one down here, I'm not sure, I'll see right now. But leave this one and that one blank, don't put anything right there yet. All right, so as you guys can see, I left there was a screw right here, the silver one, that you could put in there, but I don't want to put it because then I have to take this piece off, and I don't feel like doing that, so I'm not gonna put it. It's okay if you're missing screws, as long as everything's solid and it doesn't wiggle, then you should be fine. So as you can see, I put a silver one right here and then a silver one right there, and that's pretty much it. And those are the smaller ones, and it's solid, so I'm gonna just put this on the bike, and I'll show you the two bolts that you need to put right here, and then the little box in there. Guys, so we're gonna finish with the build. You should be left over for the left side these two, you remember these are the longer ones. So you need two, which is gonna connect to one right here and one right here. It started snowing. See that? It's starting to snow. Right, but we're gonna go ahead and put those on. So you're gonna want to connect the light, which is this one. You're gonna connect that to the fairing, and you're gonna do this. I'll show you how to do that right now. I'll set up my tripod and then show you guys how to do it. So I don't know how well it's gonna get, like me working on it, so hopefully you guys can see. No, I'm sorry. I just want to hurry up and go inside because it's cold outside. It's really cold. How is this? What's this? Alright, so you're gonna put this thing inside here, and then you're gonna use the two bolts. They're gonna go in here, but so these are gonna go inside here. You guys could see that like that. So yeah, then this thing obviously goes in here. So I went ahead and finished installing this. So I can't really tell you how exactly to like put both of these, because you kind of have to like move around. You have to play with the fairings pretty much. So you just have to kind of shake it to where it finally fits and lines up with everything that's right here and in here. So just keep trying, and then after you put on the 2 bolts that I told you about that go inside, one right here, and then the other one on the opposite end of this, so one right here and one like down here, then you'll be left with one that looks like this pretty much, and it's gonna go right in here. And then there's another one of these that should go like down here, but I'll show you guys right now. My fairing down there, it broke, so I have to use zip ties, which I'll show you guys right now. But yeah, just this one that's left, it just goes inside here. Okay, now that you guys were somewhat almost done, you should be left with like pretty much this. I still need to put the stuff under here, the little underguard, whatever that's just called, and then I have to do the, what do you call those, the little fairings that go right here, this thing. And I'm gonna leave the bottom side fairing, which is down here, to the end, because I'm gonna wrap it, which I'll show you guys right now. All right, so it's gonna be this part, this fairing. I don't like the black. I don't like how the black looks with the rest of the bike, so I'm gonna wrap this in like a gray color. So I'm gonna install that like a little later. I don't know if I'm gonna do it in the same video, most likely. So I'm gonna go to my room, I'm gonna wrap that, then I'll finish installing that. But for now, I'm gonna just put all the little side fairings on right now. All right, so I forgot to mention, all right, so since I've taken my bike apart a lot of times and I'm missing a lot of pieces too, so like some stuff that your bike has, mine doesn't have. Like some of the stuff that mine doesn't have, your bike should have. So one of those being is, you see down in here how it's just like, there's supposed to be a little what do you call those, this thing, like one of these, there's supposed to be one of those where it goes in here, that way it gets stuck and doesn't flop around. And then what else, there's another bolt in here that okay, so it's just that one. Then down in here, you won't be able to see it, but there's a little screw or a bolt that attaches this part, the green part, to the black part, so it's in there. I don't have that, so yeah, maybe you guys do have it, and then you guys will be able to attach the screw bolt in there, but I don't have it. So yeah, so this is pretty simple, this part. Oh shit. All right, so this is just gonna go in here, and I'll show you guys once it's put on. So now we're gonna put these parts on. So as you guys can see, this one, a rivet push pin goes in here, and it goes on that one as well. So, but this one too, you're gonna need that. I forget what it's called, but yeah, goes on that side, and there's one right there as well. And the bolts you're gonna need are these. They're the same size. Watch. See how this one has the little washer, the plastic washer thing? So yeah, it doesn't matter. You could choose to put it on or not. Some have them, some don't. A lot of mine don't have them, so it doesn't matter. My bike's fine. So you could mix and match these. It doesn't matter. Just put them all around. Right. So you see that it's a little rubber, I forgot what they call it. I think they're like rubber grommets or something like that. But there's one in there. And there's one that's in here. I don't know if you guys could see it. You guys probably won't be able to see it, but there's one in here. And yeah, so don't lose those. There's one in here, and then there's one on the other side. That way, so this little thing can pretty much hook. And there was supposed to be one right in there, like I said, but I lost it. So yeah. Now we're gonna put the left side fairing. Like it's broken. It's all good though. See that little hole right here? There's supposed to be oh, all right. So look, you see that right there? Let me see if I can point at it. Gotta hold some. All right, this goes supposed to go in here. You're supposed to have another one that goes in here. I'm pretty sure most of you guys will have that, but if you don't, you guys could just zip tie it or just go order one of those. What do you call those? The extra like packets of bolts that you could buy them on eBay. It's like a big, what the hell? It's like a big box, and it has a few of those, and you could just put one on here. But I don't have any, so I'm not gonna do anything. My bike's perfectly fine without it. So yeah, like I said, just put this on there. See, it has that little thing which goes in here, and it has one right there, which that one goes. So you guys can see this. Flip it over. This goes in there. This one obviously goes in here. So you know this black box. I told you the two bolts that this thing it's supposed to bolt on because there's bracket, and you see that this bracket right here, it's supposed to bolt onto this, but it broke. So I just had to zip tie it and just make sure that you have enough clearance from here to here that doesn't hit your forks, and you should be fine. Just zip tie it, make sure, I guess it's like secure on tight. And like I said, there's one rivet, one of those things, I'm missing it right here. So it doesn't matter though, bike's still fine. All right, so as you guys can tell, I didn't put my lower fairings on, so this is pretty much how it's gonna stay, and that's how I'm gonna leave it. Because I was gonna do something with the fairing, but I put it on, I tried it on, and it looked kind of ugly. So I'm gonna leave it off, and it's just gonna stay like that pretty much. But the way you put on the fairing is simple. This one, I know you guys remember it, goes right here. It goes at the end of it, and the little one, remember those? One goes right here, one goes right there. And I was talking about these in my earlier videos, like earlier clips, that they at the bottom, could you see that? Those screw onto that, but I don't have any more of these, so the ones that need them, I don't have them. And you need two of these. They go right here, so you need one right here, one right here. That way these could screw on to that, and those, they go right here, one right there, one right there, but I have it covered up obviously. So the little black rubber things, they go onto this big fairing. It's pretty simple. Your bike is gonna have them, so I mean, you don't need to really know how to install them pretty much. So that's pretty much it. Look, I was gonna use this one on my bike, but I put it on and it was way too much green, and it didn't look good. It looked ugly. So that's pretty much how it's gonna stay. I know the sun's kind of getting in the way, but yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions or whatever, let me know in the comments. If you guys want like any specific videos of anything, let me know. I forgot to mention too, this right there, it's one of these. It's the black one that you screw on. So one of them just goes right there, and right here it's the little push pin, and obviously right there it's gonna be one of these. And that's pretty much it. I didn't record me installing those because I mean, I don't need to. It's pretty straightforward. So first you put this one on, and then you put that one, and then it's this one. I don't really remember, but I think that's the correct way. But yeah, that's pretty much it.